Hello, Internet. My name is Will, and it's been a while since I done a video. Things were going really good for a while. Everything was just fantastic and wonderful for a while. I was having a really good steady stream of really good days. I started talking to my dad again, and that led me to talk to some of my brothers, and now I'm going to Philly, which is really interesting, but yesterday was just kind of, well, for the last few days, it's been kind of pretty bad. I've been having what I believe are panic attacks or anxiety attacks. Now, I I've never went to the doctor to check myself. I don't know anything about my current health status. I don't know anything, but I've been having these feelings for the longest time, and it's really bad. Oh God, I feel it's like one's coming, but I don't know. But basically, I don't want to, I just want to, I guess, capture this on camera if it does happen, because I feel like it needs to be seen. I think what triggered this one was that I was researching anxiety attacks, panic attacks, whatever, just to see if what I felt yesterday was crazy. Anyways, I learned that if you work out for 30 minutes a day, it kind of helps alleviate some of the problems. If you're just walking 30 minutes a day, it does. And for the most part, I can vouch that that is true, but not for every case. When I used to work, I used to have massive panic attacks before work. I would hate the idea of going to work. I would feel like I would rather kill myself than go to work, and I would panic and panic and panic. So I would walk to work, and walking to work took like 32 something minutes, whatever. So I would listen to like music and stuff, and I would calm down by the time I got to work. But usually a panic attack for me lasts, or these feelings would normally last for like 30 minutes, 20 minutes sometimes. So sometimes they're quick, sometimes they stay. But yesterday was really bad, and I think it was one of the worst that I've ever had, where it just, I was fine in the morning. I worked out for 30 minutes. I ate. Everything was fine. So I get to the computer room, and I'm like trying to play video games, or I'm trying to do something, and my mind cannot stay focused. Like, I cannot focus on anything whatsoever. And so it drove me nuts at this point. And it's just, I feel like I'm not doing anything. I feel like I'm doing something. I feel like I'm going whatever. So basically, here's what I feel whenever a panic attack were to happen. Normally, I would start to feel my heart kind of like go heavy. Now, I don't know, the best way I could describe it is like a broken heart feeling, like somebody just told you that somebody died, or that you just got the worst news of your life, and then your heart just does that like stinging pain kind of thing, and then it kind of feels like it clamps, like it just goes ah, and then it's like a faint. It starts off faint, and then it grows, and then it grows, and then it grows, and then it gets to like a point where you feel like you're gonna die kind of thing. Your breathing gets really hard, like you're not breathing normally. No matter if you lay back, no matter if you sit up, whatever, it's difficult. So what I tend to do during these anxiety attacks or these panic attacks, when they do happen, is that I have a tendency of trying to do something to take my mind off of it before it comes. And for the longest time, I've been able to do that. Like, I would play video games, and I would be able to watch a TV show, listen to music, like literally put everything out, so like my whole entire mind is completely blocked. Like, sometimes I would look at a TV show, there it is, and I would put on headphones and listen to music, while having a controller in my hand doing something. And as ridiculous as it seems, it works. I still feel it, but it's like it's easier to kind of take my mind off of it while it passes. When it passes, it's like instantaneous. Like, it's like everything is good again, and it's like you almost forget that you were in the pain to begin with. And that was the problem that I have. And it's like sometimes I get really scared. Like, I get scared of leaving my house. I get scared um, I get scared of just everything. I'm scared when people knock on my door. I'm scared of just the idea of driving. I don't know how to drive, and I'm 28, gonna be 29 this year. I'm scared of eating certain foods. So a lot of things do trigger it. So if I knew that something was coming, like for example, like I can't answer the phone to nobody I don't know. If it's a number, I don't answer it. I get scared of listening to the voicemail. Like it's crazy. It's crazy that it's really ruined my creative process, and it's been happening more and more. And I know I need to see the doctor, and I'm just terrified of the idea of going to the doctor. I'm terrified of leaving my house. I'm terrified of the idea of working again. I'm terrified of everything. And it's scary, and it triggers it. So in a way I became agoraphobic. And even though I'm not a doctor, I'm not a doctor. I don't know what I'm talking about in certain aspects. I mean, I don't know what it could be, but it really feels what seems to be an anxiety attack. So I don't take medicine. I don't do any of that stuff. So I don't know what I do. Yesterday, it was just a faint pain that came over my chest, and I kind of feel it now, but there was like a faint how do I explain it? It was like a faint pain that came over. I don't know what triggered it, but ever since that, I've been told that I purchased a ticket to go to Philly. I didn't purchase with my own money. My dad did purchase it for me, and he asked me to pay for it and stuff. But I was just so scared. Random thoughts just popped up into my head because I left Philly because of these panic attacks. I feel that Philly was the reason for these panic attacks. So when I came down here, I realized I still had them. And it was just so much that I was dealing with because growing up, I was in the closet and I was scared of people finding out the secret, and I would panic at times. And so you live with that your whole entire life, and all this stuff, and then you don't like to go outside, you don't like to hang out with friends, you don't like to do anything. So I felt like Philly was probably the reason why I hated it. And I felt like, because I never felt this before when I was a kid, at least not that I remember, but it was, oh my God. It gets really bad. It gets really bad. Like yesterday, I felt like I was just gonna die. Like some random thought came in my head, and it just like really bothered me. And I don't even remember what it was, but it just bothered me. Just the feeling that I'm not doing anything, the feeling that I'm not going anywhere. But what happened was is that I was talking to my brother, and everything was fine. And it was Memorial Day yesterday, so um, I he messaged me. I messaged him, and I said, yo, how are you doing? Now I'm starting to lose focus. I'm starting to lose focus. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. I'm so, I don't know why this is happening. It's so hard. There's a bunch of different, um, it's, my heart's not beating like crazy right now, but it just feels like it's broken. Like it doesn't hurt like massive pain. My neck starts to hurt a little bit, just a tad bit. It's barely any pain, but I definitely feel it. But it's like a thought comes into my head, and it just really affects me. It feels like a broken heart thing. There are different types of anxiety attacks from what I read. Some people hyperventilate, some people freak out, some people like can't stop moving. Some people can't. The worst thing that I hate is I can't focus on anything anymore, and it's been really, really hard to focus on anything. Like I've been, like I play video games for, that's what I do to take my mind off of it. I can't stay focused on anything. I can't stay focused on anything, and it's so bothering me that it's like I'd rather do nothing. I hate this so much. It's one of the worst feelings ever. It really feels bad. Like, I get scared at the thought of everything and just thinking of everything, and sometimes I get like random thoughts, like just some really random thoughts. Like, how can I explain? Like, I get a random thought like that okay, it's getting a little worse, but I get like random thoughts like I'm gonna die. I get random thoughts like that people hate me. I get random thoughts that I should just die. I just get really random thoughts of things, random things in my past, things that I've said, things that I've done that are people wouldn't even look twice at, and I'm thinking I'm overreacting, and it's not. It's like I can't help it, and then I feel so guilty for something stupid, like I spilled milk or something a long time ago, like in second grade, and I freak out about it, and it's. I'm starting to tell people that I'm having anxiety attacks. I'm starting to tell people I'm starting to have anxiety attacks. But it's so hard. But it's so hard. It's so hard. It's so scary. It's so scary. It's so scary. Even with medicine, sometimes it doesn't really work. And I worked out today. I did 30 minutes today. And I don't know why I'm feeling this way. I was okay this morning. Like I said, I woke up this morning. I had some effects. I went to sleep. I went to sleep early last night, like around 10 o'clock. Normally I don't sleep. Normally I don't sleep that early. To me, that's early. I was so exhausted night, and I lost focus completely. I was losing focus, and I got so scared at the fact that I couldn't focus on anything. I tried to put on a TV show, I couldn't focus. I tried to talk to my dad, and I really couldn't focus on the conversation at hand. I tried to talk to, I had to message my friend, some just to talk and to say just to say anything, even if it wasn't panicky. And I had to apologize later because I didn't want people to freak out. And I was talking constantly just to talk, and it was ridiculous. Like, I'm having like these problems. I tried to play my PlayStation, and I couldn't get into it. I tried to play anything, and I couldn't get into it. And it's like I tried to think of good things. I was looking for news, things that would make me happy. I couldn't think of anything. Okay, now that was a quick one actually. It's starting to go away. It's starting to go away. Okay. Okay, I gotta stop watching those panic videos. I don't mean this video to be incredibly long. I don't want it to be incredibly long. Oh god, that burns. Basically, that's pretty much the gist of what happened pretty much my whole life since, well, not my whole life, but pretty much ever since I think when my brother passed is kind of when this started to happen. And it's been happening a lot my whole life. And it has. And I've had panic attacks before on camera and stuff, but it's like I'm really determined to put this up because I see other people that they post up their stuff, and I feel like, there are different kinds, and that is kind of what it is, and it's definitely a way to reveal myself, and where I can't even talk anymore. That's where I'm at. I lose my train of thought every time when I talk to somebody. My breathing becomes very different. So it really happens uniquely. I can't really explain it. I don't even know if it's an anxiety attack or a panic attack. Sometimes it's just bad breathing, and I don't get the heart pain. I don't get the bad thoughts. Sometimes it's the breathing. Sometimes I get dizzy. Sometimes I feel so sleepy, so out of it. Sometimes I feel like I feel hungry even though I just ate. I feel all types of different things, and that's what's happening, and I feel like it's going to get worse every day because I'm going to be going to Philly, and the thought process, because it's like I'm going to be leaving my house to get on a plane, and I'm scared of the idea of getting on the plane and thinking it's going to crash. Like, no, hold up. Like, here's how my mindset thinks. Hopefully this doesn't cause another attack, but I have to explain it on camera. But here's my thought process. I'm scared of not the trip in general. I'm not scared of anything there. Here's what it is. I'm scared as the date gets closer. And it's like anticipating, but it's like it gets more scary because now I'm realizing that, one, I have to leave my house. Then I worry about that I'm gonna get in a car crash on the way to the airport because I'm just worried about that. Then I'm worried about uh, checking the bag. Will the machine work? Will I be able to get my ticket? Will I be, and I start to think thoughts like that. Like, will I be able to get my ticket? Will everything work out fine? So then I get I'll get a ticket. Let's say I'm just assuming that everything is going to go right. I just literally think of the worst thoughts imaginable in that purpose. Okay, so I say, now I have to go through TSA. What if they touch me inappropriately? What if I feel what if they don't let me bring a certain bag on? What if what if I can't bring this on the plane? What if and I start to really think things like that. And then after that I get to the thing, and I think, what if the plane is late? What if I don't sit by a window seat? What if who I'm sitting next to is a crying kid? And I start to think about who's on the plane, and it's like literally it just continues, and it's like little small things like that. And then I said, what if the plane crashes? And then I really freak out, and I'm thinking, okay, I really got to start thinking about something different. I got to start thinking about something different. And then when I finally land, wherever I need to go, I'll get off the plane and I start thinking about, what are they going to think about me? Like, do I look all right? Am I okay? Are they going to judge me? What are they going to do? And I'm thinking, oh God, what if they left my bag in Philly? What if they left my bag somewhere? Where's my bag? I won't have clothes for 3 weeks. Oh my God, what's going to happen? And I start to freak out. And then I freak out, and then, I can mostly mask how I feel depending on how bad it is. So sometimes it feels really bad. Sometimes it feels I'm okay because I'm going to be alone. And that's the scary part. So I'm going to be alone. And then so oh God, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to sound crazy. It's just, I'm just trying to get this all out. Then I get to the place, I find out all the different places, and I'm like, oh my God, how am I going to survive 3 weeks here? And like, that's my thought process. And then when I finally get there, I'm okay. I'll be okay. I'm like, okay, so this is where I'm staying at. This is the new safe haven. I got to get used to it. Then if somebody introduces me to somebody else or people want to see me, I freak out because I think of their reactions. Because this is the first time I'm being back in Philly, ever since I've been out. Like, I've never, like, it's been 6 years since I've been in Philly, so now it's like really scary. And even though these are people that I know, these are people that, that already know that I'm gay and they're cool with it and all this stuff like that, it's just, it bothers me still. It really does. So I get shaky. I have a tendency of shaking my legs. I have a tendency of moving my hands a lot. I have a tendency of, like, I could talk in the middle of a sentence, and if I really get deep into my thought process and whatnot, I have a tendency of losing track of exactly what I was saying. I could be mid-sentence and just forget the whole point that I was making. I have such a terrible memory. That's another thing as well. Like, I have a very, very bad memory where it's like, I could be talking to somebody's telling me something, and I concentrated, and I listened, and I understood what they were saying, and I completely forget immediately the moment that they finish speaking. And people get really frustrated with that, and I hate that. Like, my boyfriend, he gets so frustrated with me, and it's like, I don't tell him that I suffer from anxiety or panic attacks, because I feel like it ain't gonna, it's like, I feel like he won't understand it. And so I obviously go through my bad thought process, and I just end up beating myself up about it. Sometimes I stay quiet, and it's like, lately I feel like I can't be around people. Like, I can't be around people. I can't talk to people. I feel like I just need to be by myself. But then it's like, I don't want to be by myself. Anyways, that's pretty much what an attack is. Yesterday, I was pretty much at that crying state all day. All damn day. And it was so bad. So bad. My thought process was so bad. I was able to talk to my dad. Okay, we were on Skype. But after that, I didn't do anything. Like, we talked for like about an hour. I had to cook and do things normal, but I got dizzy. And I couldn't speak. And then when my boyfriend went to work, it was just like, now it's like, it wasn't a relief. It's just like, and then it hit me. It just like really hit me, and I was alone, and it really hit me. And I was just pacing back and forth, walking from the room, walking to the bedroom, walking to whatever. I just needed to walk around and just whatever and think. So I sat on the bed, and I would think all these bad thoughts. And then, like, I'm just like thinking I'm gonna die. I'm thinking I'm gonna die. I'm thinking that, but then I'm also saying to myself, God, I should just kill myself. I should kill myself. Now, I've always done that my whole life, so I've never gotten, like, the urge to want to pick something up or do something. So, don't worry about that. But it's just like, I always say I want to kill myself or whatever. There's some times where I can't even control this urge, but I have a tendency of doing this in front of a mirror. I'll look at my face and I'll do this to myself, like simulating a gun, and then just be like, oh, why can't I do it? Why can't it just end? Why can't it end? Why can't it end? And I would say stuff like that. Now, I'm being completely honest with you guys because I feel like I have to just let it all out. I'm scared to honestly release this video, but I just need to know that I'm not alone in these things. I know that there are people out there that suffer from it because I've seen YouTube videos of it and things like that. And I hope that you guys, if anybody watched it, made it to the end or made it this far to this video, that I didn't make them feel any panic attacks, because this is not a good thing to feel. It's not. It's not a really good thing to feel. It's like I have to stop watching panic videos. I have to stop. I watched like 2, 3 in a row, and it put me in such a bad place. But now I feel good. Like, I feel good now. Now it's like I'm coming back to earth. It's like, I don't know where, it's like I fall somewhere and then I get back. It's like I get scared of everything. I remember when I went camping, when I did the camping trip, I had a panic attack then. I had a panic attack then. I kept thinking of, like, the sounds, thinking that the tent was going to blow over, thinking that, like, a tree was going to fall down on it while I was sleeping, and I couldn't sleep, and it was one of the worst things ever. And it just sucked because I was pretty much, like, alone on that trip because my boyfriend was sleeping through the whole entire thing of it, and I don't want to bother him or wake him up, so I have a tendency of knowing how to hide it. I know just to breathe less, just go, and I do that, and then I could do that, but I still feel the feelings. It's like I learned to mask it, but it's like I learned to hide the feelings. Like, if I'm in a crowded room, I'm feeling it, and I just go, because I don't want people to look at me like I'm crazy, so I just go, and I try to do it as quietly as I can. and I'll try to, like, I'll bring like my 3DS, I'll bring my phone, I'll be looking at it and just whatever, especially when I'm in the car and I'm in the passenger seat and, you know, I have my seatbelt on. I hate looking at the road. I hate looking at cars. So I either close my eyes, I look at my phone, and I'm just like looking at Facebook. I don't care what people are saying. I don't care what pictures they have. I'm just looking just to keep my eyes focused on it. And that's a terrible problem to have. And it's preventing me from doing things that I want to do. Like, I wanted to do more things for the Will of Gaming. I wanted to do things for this channel, but my motivation has been lost. Anyways, this has been like a 25-minute video. God, my brain feels exhausted. I honestly apologize if this video offended anybody, but or if I know that there's gonna be people out there that think I'm acting or they think I'm lying or whatever, but I just need. But I'm good. I'm feeling better now. Like, I still have a little bit of, like, you know, aftershock, kind of feels like an aftershock where it's like, you know, it's like it's subsiding. Sometimes it's instantaneous where it's like, okay, I'm fine, I'm good. But then there's sometimes where it feels just like a little bit there, kind of like if you heard a thunderstorm and it was really, really loud at one point, and then you hear the storm eventually, like it's fading away, but you still hear it, kind of, but it's very far away, so you have really nothing to worry about. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like a tornado or something where it's like it's far away, you feel it coming, and then it gets really close, and then it just goes crazy on you, and you're just like, you're scared for your life, you think you're gonna die. That's probably the best way to explain it. It just feels like if you're in the middle of a tornado and it's literally just passing over you, and you're just like in a cellar or in a bathtub or something, and you're just hoping that you ain't gonna die today. That's what it feels like. And then it goes away, and then it slowly goes away. So sometimes it stays there for a long time. Sometimes it'll stay there for like 20 minutes. Sometimes it's there for just a little bit. So yeah, that's pretty much the best way that I can explain what I'm feeling. Like I said, I haven't been diagnosed by a doctor. I haven't seen a doctor in I don't even know how many years, like 4 or 5 years. And I know that I need to go, but it's just, I became agoraphobic. I'm scared to leave the house. I'm scared of like, just the thought of going to, just the thought of picking up the phone and calling the doctor scares me. I do not like to call people. I do not like to call, like, unless if it's somebody I know, like my mom, a voice that I hear all the time, I get scared of even calling people. Like if I know you, let's say that I heard you on something, I feel more comfortable if we talked on Skype or if we text beforehand so I know it's you. That's how it is. I hate it. I hate this feeling. But like I said, I wanted to be honest with you guys, and this is my problem. I've been dealing with this problem. Not only was it the fact that I was gay and I thought that that was the reason, I figured that after I come out it would all go away. Sometimes I don't feel a panic attack for months upon months. Like sometimes, there was a time where I didn't have it for 3 months was the longest that I've never had it. At least I think it was 3 months or 2.5 months, something. It was a really long time. And then it came back. Like, I was okay for, like, when I stopped the video, like, my most depressing, the last video that I cried, that was kind of a panic attack or an anxiety attack, whatever it is, because bad thoughts came to my mind and then that affected me. And so that technically was a panic attack video, but this one was something else. It was just like me talking about it and then it brings the thing away. But anyways, I need to stop talking about it. This video has been going on for 30 minutes. I just needed to let you guys know what's going on. Sorry about the daily vlogs. I think I'm going to stop doing daily vlogs. It's stressing me out too much. I have no motivation to do it, and I just wanted to do this video while I had it. So, I'll see you guys whenever. I plan on doing videos in Philly and stuff. Hopefully none of these panic attacks, I hope they go away by the time I land there and stuff. it's going to be very, very stressful, just so you know. But hopefully everything is good. Anyways, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.